So obviously the result you wanted, but was it the performance that you were after?
Most important things were in the hat. I think going forward we looked a threat. I think we probably could have scored a few more, to be fair. Credit to Cray Valley, you've got to give them the utmost respect. They came in, they didn't try and sit in, they came in for a proper tie. And obviously the clean sheet is very, very important for us moving forward, and certainly a marked improvement on last week's performance, which is a good step in the right direction.
And I mean, how important was that for you? Because last week, I mean, the boss was particularly unhappy about the performance. I mean, what's happened in that intervening week?
Rightfully so. I think myself and the manager, we aired our views last week. It wasn't good enough. We told the players that, and this week we certainly felt the intensity was better in training. And we know now that we can't get too carried away by this result. We've got to get our league form back in place, and we've got to make sure that first and foremost next week we take the same level of performance, create chances, and go to what's going to be a difficult game at Hemel to make sure we start picking up our league form.
But it does make a difference, I guess. Irrespective of whether it's the cup or the league, a win is really what you needed right now.
Of course, there's no getting away from the fact we haven't won in the last three. So getting back to winning ways is critical for us. It gives us a little bit of confidence now going back into it. I was particularly pleased for Zach McEachran today. Hat-trick, I thought he was outstanding from start to finish. And we know he's got that capability, and I think he just needed that little bit of confidence now to kick himself on. And as he showed today, when he's really on his game, he can be completely unplayable. So really, really pleased for him to get his hat-trick.
And great for you as well. I mean, the FA Cup, great run last year. Did that add pressure for you, or was that something that you were kind of harnessing how well you've done last year?
Yeah, I think it's about embracing last year, but understanding that this season's a different type of run. The key for us, obviously, is to win games of football, whether that's in the cup or it's in the league. And it'd be great if we could have another good run in this competition. But we can't look past. I keep saying to the players, we can't look past next week. I know I don't sound like the doom and gloom man, but we have to also be realistic and make sure that next week's performance is bang on and ready for the next round the following week. So we just want to build that momentum again, get back to winning ways, which we've done today, another clean sheet, and we go again ready for next Saturday.
And just looking forward to Hemel next week. I mean, you say it's going to be sort of a tough one for you off the back of a win, obviously going to it in slightly better frame of mind, but what challenges particularly will you be up against with Hemel?
Well, obviously it's a team from our level. We know they've got some very, very good players. I know there's been a change there recently with the two managers departing, so what happens there on the managerial front we'll see as the week goes on, but we have to respect them. They're a difficult side to play against. They've got some very, very good players, as have we. So I think it's going to be a tough game, and first and foremost we have to make sure our attitude levels are right, our application levels are right, and that our best players turn up on the day and we're on point. And I think if we do that, we give ourselves a great chance of going there to get some points. Which we've said all along, there's a great ability in the dressing room. The ability is never the question. So long as we continue to prepare correctly and do all we can to affect the results, I think we'll be fine.
And tell me about the draw for the FA Cup. What's the situation there? Do you all sit around and wait for that together? Is that something that happens? Is there a WhatsApp group? I mean, how does that happen?
Yeah, the players have a WhatsApp group. I don't think we're invited on that one. Can't think why. But yeah, for us, we'll obviously be watching the draw. I think it's Monday lunchtime, if I'm right in saying. And home tie would be lovely. Ideally, a nice winnable home tie would be even better. I think some of the National League clubs sort of come in now. So for us, it's the draw's the draw, and we've just got to make sure that in 2 weeks' time, when the game's played again, the levels are the right, the performance levels. I keep saying that, and making sure that we're in the hat for the next draw after that one. So just got to look ahead now. It's great. I'm very, very pleased with the boys today. I thought their attitude towards the game was excellent. I thought their application levels were spot on. And really, at the end of the day, it's our ability again that comes through once you get those first two things correct. So very pleased, especially with the clean sheet.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That's
Thank
great.
You,
Thank you.